Hey team, welcome back. Leaders create an unease to achieve excellence. First up, any unease needs to be done in a culture of trust and care. And Brene Brown, she does a lot of stuff on daring cultures, not armoured cultures. And I really hold true to some of her work here. I want success. I want excellence. I want my team to really excel. I want to win and will do whatever it takes to achieve results. Well, I'll do what it takes, not whatever it takes. But what I won't do is operate in an armoured culture as I ask for the next lift in performance. Brene Brown gives us a pretty explicit checklist here. And if we have feedback in a culture of daring leadership, in a culture of daring leadership, then there is room for positive unease and exponential growth. This has to be my caveat before we begin. So let's explore the two here. We've got armoured leadership. This is from her book, Dare to Lead, on page 76, and daring leadership on page 77. So I've talked about this particular text before, but I think it's really, really appropriate to talk about if we're going to create that unease, that we do it in these positive culture settings. Armoured leadership, running through that really quickly, that's about driving perfectionisms and fostering failure, working from scarcity and squandering opportunities for joy and recognition, numbing people, propagating that false dichotomy of victim or Viking, crush or be crushed, being a knower and having to be right, hiding behind cynicism and using criticism as self-protection, using power, even inadvertently, over others, hustling for our worth and having to tell everybody how good we are, leading for compliance and control, weaponizing fear and uncertainty, rewarding exhaustion as a status symbol and attaching productivity to self-worth. Collecting the gold stars, zigzagging and avoiding decisions, and leading from hurt or defense. Where actually you want to move into unease and pushing for those exceptional results, work in a culture of daring leadership. Page 77 of her book, modelling and encouraging healthy, striving empathy and self-compassion, practicing gratitude and celebrating milestones and victories, setting boundaries and finding real comfort, practicing integration, that strong back, being tough but the soft front and being the wild heart, being a learner and getting it right. Now notice the difference, getting it right, not being right. Modelling clarity, kindness, and hope, using power with, power to, and power within, knowing our value, cultivating commitment and share purpose, sharing that purpose, acknowledging and naming and normalising collective fear and uncertainty, modelling and supporting rest, play, and recovery, cultivating a culture of belonging, inclusivity, and diverse perspectives, giving gold stars, leading from the heart and with trust, and most of all, straight talking and collective collaborative action. So what does this mean? Feedback is invaluable. Positive or critique, I need it all. We have blind spots and we need good quality feedback, strong questions, and a huge mirror to reflect and define the next steps. Strong debate, good discussion, and positive conflict is needed to come to the wisest of decisions. Sigmoid curve gives us the theory behind the need or the practice for the next push. The better practice and more improvement. The timing of this is critical. The next injection must come when we are starting to feel a sense of strength, mastery, and when things begin to feel comfortable. Just don't get to complacency. Bring the next idea, talk it out, and begin the shift. Disturb and disrupt thinking, create the unease. Challenge practice and question deeply, but do so in a culture of trust and with care. Debate the issues and commit to achieving excellence. Do so keeping the team intact and keeping the focus on achieving excellence, not pushing your thoughts, your agenda, and your bias. It's a fine line. Come to the table with a target and some good questions. Examples of these. We need better results in XXX because XXX. What we need is Y. We are where we need to be is XYZ. Why does it look like this? What is effective and impactful at the moment? And then how do we replicate this? Where do you see the need for improvement? And how do we get there? What will work? What are the limitations? What time do we need to commit to this and what resources are needed? Are there things we need to stop doing as a part of this process too? The secret to all of this is to collaborate in the decision making. Telling doesn't necessarily work. Listen first, learn next, collaborate to accelerate. Keep people intact, talk straight, go with honesty and a shared agenda. Those who feel they are working in a daring culture will embrace these questions, your interruptions and challenges, and will get there faster. In an armoured culture, you might see an initial change and then a short-term win. If you want the long-term gain, be daring. Truly daring leaders inspire, have committed and highly self-accountable teams who produce excellence. Armoured gets compliance. What are you aiming for?